everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of the EvoTech Podcast. I am Greencat, joined by my lovely co-host, Catisonline.
Hiya!
As well for this week, we've got 2 amazing guests. Expert of data pack creation, Donisi.
Hello.
And also expert of chaos creation, Hawkminer.
Hi.
How's everybody doing today?
Vibing.
Well, we were doing good until we had to wait an hour for our host to join us.
I'm not doing okay. I just woke up and it's 4 p.m. when we're recording this, and that's a dangerous amount of time and sleep schedule that I'm setting myself up for.
Green, you've started streaming on the EvoTech channel every week?
Every Thursday, yes. Thursday's my new slot. What about you? Are you a consistent EvoTech streamer?
None of us here are, except for maybe you.
Hawkminer was a streamer boy for a bit there.
So I thought that was for his own channel, though.
I mean, it was, but he was doing it like daily.
Road to, what was it, 1,000 subs?
No, road to a million bits, yeah.
Oh, I see. Did you make it? Is that why you quit?
Yeah, I actually made several $1,000s off of streaming and decided to retire.
That's crazy.
I see.
Yeah, it was all Donisi. You see, he made a bunch of furry art and sold it on the side, and then he just funneled it through bits to launder the money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I mailed him cookies that had dollar bills baked inside of them, and that's how we split the money.
Exactly.
How do you cook money into cookies?
So it's a very complex process that involves a microwave.
Okay.
You cook cookies using a microwave?
No, I bake cookies using a microwave.
Easy bake oven.
Yeah, there you go. Easy bake.
Yeah. Speaking of laundering money, wait. Okay, that's a bad.
Segue.
I had a dollar bill in
Okay.
my pocket the other day when I was folding my laundry. Guess it must have gone through the washer and the dryer, but luckily it survived. So
great that now that's a topic. I wanted to mention that my grandma listens to these podcasts, and she doesn't understand half the things we say about video games that we reference, but she's still my biggest supporter. So I wanted to say hi, Grandma.
your grandmother launders money.
Yeah,
Well, I like that's what you got out of that.
Well, that was the segue you chose.
Very interesting segue.
I have 5 of them.
5.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I only have 2 now.
Now?
What, do you have like a hit list?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a hit list. Well, I have my greatest grandma died several years ago.
Wait, greatest as in oldest, or greatest as in
Oldest.
best, or greatest as in like, okay, oldest. Let's see.
Yeah.
She might have been the best too. My grandma that listens to this is the best.
I mean, I've just never referred to anyone as my greatest grandma before, because
Well, I said
I feel like
greatest
isn't
because
your greatest grandmother would be the start of your lineage, right? Like the first female in the line.
Wouldn't we all have the
I don't
same
know.
greatest grandmother then?
yeah.
Well, I mean, it would depend on
It'd
your
be our
beliefs.
greatest grandmother.
Okay, well now you're turning this into communism.
Okay.
Some great segues here.
Did you know that the guy that made the Segway died on a Segway?
What?
I did actually know that. It's kind of crazy.
Question?
Segue.
Yeah.
Question?
Yeah.
Is
That's
segue
a-
as in the transfer of words, or segue as in a scooter?
Segway is an SEGWAY, not SEGUE.
That didn't clarify for me.
The motor
scooter.
vehicle.
All right.
It would be really hard to die on a Segway. You could die in a Segway. Like, I could be segueing into a Segway conversation and then die. But I don't think you could die
Topical.
on a Segway. Unless it was like a written Segway and then you died like that. So like you were giving a speech on Segways and you were segueing into the Segway portion and then your paper flew off of the pedestal, sorry, the podium, right? And then you stepped on it and you slipped and died. Then I guess you would have died on a Segway that wasn't a Segway. Mid-Segway.
Okay.
What's the next topic?
I was gonna have Green ask Donisi about his commandy things.
His
Green.
commandy things, yeah.
Ask him about the commandy things, because apparently I'm not good at segueing or creating topics. Go for it.
Hawk is trying to do a EvoTech podcast speed run here. So you do command block stuff, Donisi.
I do.
How do you get like? I hear you get paid for that. What's that like?
Oh, I haven't done anything that would result in me getting paid yet.
Okay.
But so
Is it per block?
no, it's time spent. I would get paid by an hourly wage by how much I've done, and I get a percentage of sales every month. Depends.
I feel like you should negotiate for per block.
Oh
Like,
no.
and then like get a sales cut based on the percent of the map that you built
Yeah,
per
but
block.
if you make a one
Per
command block
block.
creation, you're not getting any money. You
Well,
know?
but that is multiple blocks though.
It's just one.
No, it's multiple.
It
How?
starts as one,
It
becomes
starts as one. Yeah, it's like those nesting dolls, but with code.
So you are gonna not tell them that you are gonna create. You would. That's a dumb system, because you could purposely make it really, really big just to scam them.
Who are you scamming?
I have to keep detailed logs of what I do. So they check.
Well,
So-
you in your detail logs, you just write, "This is a scam. Don't pay any mind."
no.
So okay, so imagine you were working on a map, right? And there are 20 people working on the map, and you place 1,000 blocks in the map. The map is only 20,000 blocks, right? So you placed 1/20th or 5% of the blocks. So then you get 5% of all of the money made by the map. What a deal! What a steal!
What if you're doing all the command stuff for it? Then that's like, what percentage are commands worth?
Bold of you to assume that we would pay programmers.
Okay, fair enough. Hawk, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Dead.
This is a disaster.
Speaking of growing up,
Okay.
Niner's 19. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, I made a comment earlier before the podcast that I was kind of shook that not a single Evo technician is under the age of 18. We're all adults now.
I think that we should petition him to change his name to Niner Teen, you know, something like that.
19er.
It's 19er. There we go.
You'll have to change it every year though.
No, he only has to change it every time there's a 9.
Ah.
So
Oh,
then
so
it's,
he then
it's
becomes 29er.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
I actually like
39er,
that.
it's 49er, it's 59er.
Bold of you to assume
69er.
that he's getting past 39er.
That's true.
Niner, if you're listening, we want a cut of the proceeds that come from this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ping him right now.
Okay.
make a note in the DMs.
On the server, now that we are all adults, one thing that has changed is there's a stock market created by none other than the Hawkminer himself.
Yeah, so Donisi, tell us about the stock market.
Shut up.
What stock market? I don't know about this.
Couldn't he tell you
I know.
that you didn't let him automate it?
Oh yeah, I was going to somewhat automate it, I guess. Hawk said no to that.
And now there's no stock market.
Yeah. Well, maybe next season.
Hawk, please tell us about the stock market. What are your stocks, and why are they fluctuating? What is the cause of this?
Well, they aren't because it's dead.
I invested in Apple, but the wrong way.
You invested in the wrong apple.
Yeah. It's their sister company, Pear. Yeah, I've been doing a tad of day trading, and I put a put in, which basically is like hoping that they go down in stock prices. Yeah, no, they've been going up, and I've been disappointed because I thought Apple normally sucks.
Are we just gonna leave it so that the people listening to this just won't know what the stocks are?
Well, not even the people on the server really know what it is either, because it stopped like 10 days into the season.
Oh, excuse you. Okay. I will have you know, it existed for 4.5 weeks. So, fight me.
I don't think I should be the one to explain it, but I feel like I have to now because we brought it up.
Explain.
Okay, so there's stocks on EvoTech. These stocks are not money. They are the amount of deaths
that follow you.
They are the amount of deaths you have on a server. So your life is worth more if you have died less. So Greencat, you're just worth the most on the server right now.
Yeah. Well, isn't Fisk also...
Fisk might have died.
I don't think he died. I think because in the EvoTech news, they were like...
duplicated his heads a bunch.
He commented on the EvoTech news when someone had said, oh, Greencat's the only one to not have died. And he's, wow, just forgetting me.
Oh, that's big sad.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even know that.
I think there's 2 of us.
2 of the last men standing. Green, you've had a couple close calls, though, lately.
Yeah, I had the zombie apocalypse come after me. There's been a couple that I've almost died recently.
I thought you died to the Calamity.
I did not.
I
died
maybe
on
you were close to
the test server, but I've never died
Oh, yeah, test server.
in server Calamity. And it's why I've been spooked to do it again. After you made it difficult, no one's done it again.
Yeah, Donisi, tell us about the Calamity, because that's not something that's been discussed at all. Command things on the server have not been discussed on a podcast.
The Calamity is my attempt at adding another level of challenge to the server, because I think the dragon fight and the wither fights are too boring, and they're just terrible bosses because they're so easy to cheese. So I made something that's hard to cheese, and that is extremely difficult. But the rewards are worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, Green is right that no one has since attempted it, since you added difficulty to it to compensate for the fact that we could obtain netherite armor at full power. However, there are only 2 or 3 of us who have actually gone to the lengths to obtain this armor.
I'm one of them.
Yes, I am one of them.
I am also one of them.
You are one of them.
Yep.
Hawk, what about you? Are you one of them?
Absolutely.
Really?
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like 6 people have netherite, because I know Stick does.
Yeah, I can see that. Who else would?
I don't know.
I was going to say Ray, but he doesn't play as much as you would think. Pretty sure Pump does.
Probably Pump.
And potentially Niner. I think he has like 1 piece of netherite. I could be wrong though.
Do we trust Niner in the Calamity though?
I don't think he would do good in the Calamity on his own. Maybe with a couple of teammates.
I don't know, because the teammates scale up the difficulty now.
Well, yeah, it did it beforehand, because some mobs spawn based on player count. So mainly the invisible void spiders, as I call them, they spawn based on the player count. So you get like 2 void spiders per player in the first wave, and that goes up slowly.
I don't want any void spiders.
Can you tell us a little bit about your naming scheme for the mobs in the Calamity?
Mostly the word void in front of them, or taking up part of the beginning of the word, because I'm so original with names.
You ever gonna make your own game where you just keep doing command block stuff till the sun blows up?
Actually, I don't know if is a yes, technically, because I am working on something that is a vanilla minigame server. I don't know if I can disclose much about it because it's for Discord server I'm a part of.
Gotcha.
Sort of secret project, yes.
Have you guys also noticed that, like, gaming this year has been awesome?
Yes.
Like,
I think it's because everyone's stuck home.
Yeah, but we're just getting one fun game after another.
Well, no. So it's the more depressed you are, the more fun things seem.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to believe that, coming from Hawk.
And also, like, Steve from Minecraft and Smash Brothers.
Oh, we don't have to talk about that.
Why? Are you disappointed by it or something?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, you seem very opinionated on this.
I'm not very opinionated, but I do think that Steve is not a character I would have added to Smash.
Why?
I think it was petitioned for as a joke, and now it's real. It's a mistake.
But also consider the fact that Smash Brothers has been made as the representation of gaming history, and Minecraft is the #1 most selling game.
I think no. I think Minecraft belongs in Smash. I would not have made Steve a character.
Which character would you have picked then?
Pig.
Pig. Technically enters the battle.
No, you know, like I would have gone with just zombie, not zombie as a skin for Steve, or you know, just added like a Minecraft battlefield with make Steve a trophy or something, or make Creeper a trophy. You know, I think that would have been better.
I think for every battlefield and trophy they make, they also have a character from that game, right?
They do, yeah.
I feel like the Enderman could have been its own character easily, just because of how...
The Enderman is not representative of Minecraft, though. You know.
Yeah.
Creeper, Zombie, and Steve are the 3 options, really.
I mean, an Enderman is a void monster, and we know Donisi is inclined to go with those.
Yeah, if Donisi was looking at Mo Yang, it would just be called a Void Man.
Void Man.
Yeah, do y'all have mains in Smash?
I don't play Smash.
The
so
B
no.
button.
I do.
The V button. Tell me about it, Green. Tell me.
Not because like I did a tad of not actual competitive, but at my college here, they do like tournaments. Obviously not now because COVID, but like, you know, they did them last year, and so I decided to start practicing a bit. So I've picked 3 different characters: Kirby, obviously, Incineroar, which is the Gen 7 Firestarter Pokemon, and then I just do the green one, so then I'm a green cat.
What is the green one?
You can change the color of the...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, then I become a green cat on the battlefield.
Wait, that was 2 characters.
Yes. And then 3 is Banjo and Kazooie, because I like the moveset of that character.
My favorite to play as is Samus, because Metroid Blast, and I feel cool and she a queen.
But I'm going to main Steve as soon as he...
And every time you click Steve, are you going to remember Hawk's words?
Yeah. Be
Steve
like...
looks so broken right now in the concept that we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Canceling for recoveries is insane.
Yeah. The whole building mechanic is insane. Just... It'll be gross for casual players because, you know, they won't be able to play around it. It'll be gross for competitive players because it won't be fun to play around.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play.
As him?
Play it, yes. Yeah. But like, to play against it, no.
Look, I'm
That's
excited that I did a prediction video, right? And I predicted, like, my first prediction in that video is Steve. So not only am I excited that I'm right, but also I'm excited that the character isn't just garbage that they added in, right?
Another character from an anime game or something.
Yeah. Well, do you know the controversy with Byleth being added in?
No.
I do not.
The whole thing about it and why everyone was so mad, and it was the fact that it was a Fire Emblem, because Fire Emblem already had 7 other characters in the game. It's a lot of representation for a game that doesn't even put heavy focus on the characters it builds. Right? Because it's like a strategy-based game, but your characters can die. You lose them as playable characters forever. So it's a super weird concept to also like have 8 members of cannon fodder to be represented in your game, you know?
You know, Green, I think it would be fun to play D&D with.
I would?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. You have that sort of personality. Donisi would also be fun if you could get into it.
What about Cat? Cat's no fun?
You're okay.
Love that.
I've already played D&D with you, so I don't have to formulate an opinion.
Yes, you do. Now, I think there should be an opinion even more so, because now you actually know if I'm fun or not.
So what's the next topic?
The next topic is it fun to play D&D with Kat?
All right, what's your opinion on that, Green Cat?
I think she'd be fun to play with. What's your opinion, Hawkminer?
All right, Dennis, what's your opinion?
I also agree it could be fun. Hawk, yours?
All right, Kat, what's your opinion?
I mean, she's okay, I guess. What's yours? What do you think about playing with her?
Oh, let me get my D20 out.
Hoping for a natural 20 here.
Yeah, no, I think she'd be great.
What was the...
You got a high roll, I think.
Another gaming to me. Which one of you actually tune into the EvoTech D&D?
Me.
I tune into it like periodically.
Yeah.
I don't watch the whole thing.
Greencat.
On to the
He
next
died.
topic.
Whoa. As a guest on my podcast, all right, I get to set the topic.
Okay. Well, I don't watch D&D content in general, so it's not my style. So I don't watch the EvoTech D&D stuff. I do watch some of the clips. Like I watch the one that you edited together the other day.
Okay, so he looks at the memes, is what I'm hearing.
He gets the D&D memes. That's good.
Hawk, you make some solid D&D memes, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Memes in general, I should say.
It's
Really
a practice that I've worked on for years.
Hawk has brought EvoTech Mini a good meme.
True, very true.
Yeah, I considered for this episode, because I knew Green and me didn't have that many strong topics because we didn't know what all we have in common with each other. I thought about just asking Hawk to pre-prepare a lecture for us. And then I figured you might just have one on hand.
Yeah, do you want a lecture?
No. Why would you do
No,
this?
I'm good.
Is that not something y'all like? You don't like lectures?
I'm
No.
having a flashback from school. Please don't.
Really? What if it's something interesting, though? We could have a lecture on pyrodynamics. I think that would be cool, right?
On pyrodynamics?
Yeah.
I better start laying back down in my bed. It's almost the nap portion of the podcast I'm hearing. Learning is only fun if you care about the topic you're learning about.
True.
Oh, we got a contrary
You
opinion.
just have to care about every topic.
That's
the
Counterpoint, no.
I like learning a lot. I enjoy sitting in on lectures.
You know what?
And...
I actually do too. I just don't think at college I'm learning anything, so my outlook on learning stuff has been changed.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, yeah, I'm wasting $30,000 to hear stuff I already know. You know?
Yeah.
If you give me $30,000, I'll tell you things you already know.
Hawk, are you learning things in college?
Yes, actually, I think.
You think?
You think?
I mean, like, yeah, probably. I don't know if it's college teaching it to me, but sure. I'm in a dorm room.
Okay. So you're learning how to live with other people.
No.
Oh.
That is not what I'm learning, but okay. No, but I mean, like, I have a course doing comparisons on the Bible and the Quran, and, I haven't read the Quran in a while, so.
This is why Hawk is not allowed to give us a lecture.
I would really enjoy a lecture on that.
Is because it's going to be something, like, boring or...
I'm so hurt.
I am definitely in the vast minority of people who enjoy listening to learn things.
You give him that kind of power, he's whipping out the B-movie script. I already know.
Yeah.
Bold of you to assume that I would have that on hand.
Oh, you don't?
I could hear him clicking.
According to all known laws of aviation.
Oh, no. What have we started?
The bees are out of the bag. Here.
The what? Sorry?
The bees are out of the bag.
What bag are we taking bees out of?
The bag.
Or a bee bag.
The bee bag, yeah.
I thought you were supposed to let the cats out of the bag.
No, that's the sea bag.
Yeah.
Any of you learning a new language?
Define language.
Define learning.
Define new.
Alright, cool.
So anyway, what's the next topic?
This is like the ADHD episode.
Hawk is so anti-podcast. You're asking for more from us, but you're not giving us anything back, you know?
What do you mean? I think I have probably spoken the most in this entire episode.
Have you?
If we roll back the tape and check, I have
Count
said
every single word he has said.
Okay.
It's
that
like,
sounds
you know, Green Cat is Draco Malfoy, and I'm Harry Potter. You know?
I never read the books.
No, but in the movie,
Same.
in the movies,
I
He
didn't
hasn't
watch
watched
the
the
movies
movies.
either.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you a fun trivia fact.
Okay.
Draco Malfoy is only in like 39 minutes of the total like 19 hours of all the movies.
Is
The
he
other
really?
16 hours or whatever it is.
Isn't he
Yeah.
like the main antagonist?
No. Harry Potter blames everything on Draco Malfoy because he's like, it's the blonde kid. But in the, you know, the actual like storyline, it's clearly not Draco Malfoy, because Draco Malfoy is like an 11-year-old kid, you know, at the beginning, just like Harry is. It's not like he's going around killing people and letting big snakes out of the bag, you know?
You know how like Sharpay's the villain of High School Musical, even though she's kind of like a homie and like hooks up Troy with like all the stuff. Like she kind of simps for him.
Sharpay
Yeah.
is the best
You know,
character.
she's
in
like,
high school.
"Oh, you need
It
a
is
job? Here
pronounced
you go."
Simpay.
Simpay. Oh,
Speaking of simping,
That's
who
not-
do you think the biggest simp is in EvoTech?
Ooh. Honestly, it's probably Niner.
yeah.
I agree with that. I think it's Niner. I think the list really goes Niner, Stewart, Stick, like in that order.
Yeah.
I would have to disagree and say
No,
it's
what's your top
Niner,
three?
Stick, Stewart.
Why would you put Stick above Stewart? Stewart openly simps though, like all the time.
But he has less money to simp.
But you don't need money to really simp, because simp can be emotional, you know?
Simp,
I guess that is true.
yeah, simp is in the heart.
If we're talking
You should have done this.
emotional,
This was on the channel.
yeah,
You had a whole therapist tell it to you.
I did. Hot take, but I think if you're dating the person, it doesn't count as simping.
No,
Are you sure,
that's
though?
maximum simping.
Yeah, that's that you've passed the
No,
bounds
because
of
simp
being a simp.
implies that you're getting nothing in return. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I
some
guess.
relationships are that way.
Okay, if we define simping as pre-relationship standings, and then post-relationship standings, you're shrimping, right?
Oh gosh, stop. Okay, that's actually a
Um,
topic I'm down to discuss.
So your top three. So now that we've included emotional simping, does your order change? For top
Yeah,
three?
yeah, no, it changes back to what you said. If we're counting emotional
So
simping,
it's Niner, Stewart, and then Stick.
What can someone define simping better for me so I can decide what simping is or not?
Sure, I'll look up a definition.
Yeah,
A man
so-
who foolishly overvalues and defers to a woman and puts her on a pedestal.
So I
Uh,
cannot simp for someone because
Well,
I'm
that's
not
the
a man?
Wiktionary. The Urban Dictionary is someone who does way too much for a person they like, which is more gender neutral, I would say.
Okay, so
Yeah.
am I a simp for everyone? Because
Not
I like
quite.
everyone?
no, because part of simp, which I was trying to
You have to be
establish earlier,
attracted to the person.
Ah, I see.
also you don't get anything in return. That's why the term first came with like people donating on Twitch, right? Is because they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I'm gonna give this girl I love on streaming on Twitch
Well-
$50, and then they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, thanks for the $50, whatever
You
your
can
name
get
is.
something in return. It just has to be severely under the value of what you give them.
Mhm.
Right, yeah, because all that you're getting is like your name said when you donate $50.
Or written on a whiteboard.
Oh, that's true.
Don't knock the whiteboard, man.
Does anyone really do the whiteboard anymore? I think it's become such a meme that no one does the whiteboard anymore.
I'm
Like,
gonna do the whiteboard when I
I'm
become
pretty
a
sure all the
professional creator.
generic ones do.
You already retired, Hawk.
I'm
You
gonna get back
retired.
in the game
Are you?
Round 2. He's speedrunning this
with a
time.
whiteboard this time.
He's speedrunning.
I actually have one in my closet. I could get it out and put it on my mini fridge.
I have a whiteboard. I could do it.
Yeah, you could
Is
be
that-
a VTuber.
Okay, so that's what I was going to get into, actually, though. I wanted to talk. What's your guys' opinion on VTubers?
What's a VTuber?
Okay, I imagined you were going to ask that. So basically, a VTuber is someone who has a virtual avatar and uses tracking software to...
I got you. Don't worry. I have a bunch of Gargura clips that I can send you.
Oh
Oh
dear.
my gosh.
What was the words you just spoke?
So typically,
She's a VTuber.
yeah, VTubers typically come out of Japan, but it's basically like anime girls that you can watch live. So there's like actual personalities, and people get super attached.
Pokemon's a great VTuber.
Nope.
That one plays Minecraft. I know that.
Pokimane is not a VTuber.
She's
She
not a
can
VTuber.
she can claim all she wants that she's a VTuber, but inherently she will never be a VTuber, because not to like call her out or anything too hard, but part of her fame came from her utilizing her looks. Not to say anything's wrong with that, but like you can't just switch back.
So, Kat, I've provided a Gargura clip from one of her streams.
It has something to do with a loaf of bread. I'm gonna open it now and watch.
I had Hawk inform me of it before.
Yeah, I used Gargura in my D&D as a joke because I was talking to someone who is a player, and I had already planned to use a shark-based hunter in my like hunting society type thing, and she is a shark-based Atlantis girl. So I just changed the statue that was of like a big shark man to a statue of a big shark anime girl.
This girl is adorable.
Yes, she is.
My heart is full.
She's the best VTuber.
Yeah. The
Hawk,
reason
are you a simp for them?
Hawk
I
was,
am not.
he would
but-
be a shrimp, as she calls him. Get it? That's
yes,
the term.
So yeah, she didn't know what a simp was. So when people were saying simp, she thought that people were like mistyping shrimp. So she just started referring to simps as shrimps. Yeah, her fan
It's really
base
cute.
is the Chumbuds. And her age is something over 9,000 because she made up a number the first time she was asked and then forgot it and made up a new number the second time, and now whenever she's asked she just makes up a number in the 9,000s.
Yeah, I mean, you forget once it gets so high.
Once
hard
it's
to
over
keep track.
5,000, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I really respect VTubers, honestly. Because here's the other thing, again, not to call out like Pokimane too hard, but the difference between a lot of normal streamers and VTubers is that VTubers are consistently entertaining throughout the entirety of their stream. And part of that advantage comes with the fact that they have an active chat without having had to like build up the community. Because HoloLive is a brand, right? So they had to go through like a rigorous application process to get to where they are, and so they just blew up because they're associated with the name of HoloLive. However, I really respect the fact that they are like consistently entertaining, like they're performers, kind of, you know?
Mhm.
That's another fun one for you to watch at some point, Kat.
Oh, she sings "Fly Me to the Moon." That's my favorite.
She is really good at singing.
Yes.
Oh, this is being out of my playlist. This excites me. When you first explained VTuber to me, I thought you kind of meant with the face tracking that it was something similar to what Apple has, where you can send an emoji of your face and it could be a tiger or a panda, something like that.
Mhm.
It is. It's like that, but it's with a full rig instead of
like, yeah, custom made like anime girl, right?
or a Pokimane.
Or a Pokemon.
Ugh. I like there's someone who did one as a joke to make fun of Pokimane who's like friends with Pokimane. It was like Peter or something like that, where he just has like a paint picture that like it when the audio like picks up that he's saying something, it opens the mouth and closes it.
Oh,
It's like
that's so great.
it's totally something Hawk would do. So Donisi, that does raise a question though. With the rise of VTubers, are we going to see Donisi the VTuber?
I'm not gonna lie, I have thought about commissioning something like that for like a face rig or something. but I don't have a camera, so I couldn't even set it up if I were to do that.
So if I send you like a $5 webcam, will you be a VTuber?
Sure.
Oh, snap.
Guys, let's make it happen. Donisi the VTuber? Are they on YouTube? Is that the platform, or did they stream?
Yeah,
I
they're on YouTube.
Okay.
Some of them
Oh,
are
I
on
would have
Twitch.
to-
They stream on YouTube. And
Could I use
Pokemon
Twitch
streams on
instead?
Twitch.
She does.
That's how you know she's not a real VTuber then.
Well, it's not necessarily on YouTube because some have made names on Twitch.
Yeah, but like HoloLive is on YouTube.
Is on YouTube, yeah.
I have a question. Does Mixer exist still?
Nope.
No.
No.
Really?
Facebook
Because
Gaming
Diehard.
does though.
they bought the guy with blue hair. You know who I'm talking about?
Ninja.
Ninja.
The guy with
Ninja.
the blue hair.
Yeah, him. They bought the famous streamer Ninja, and they were using him in order to gain an audience. So where is he now? Is he?
He's back on Twitch.
He's released from his contract. What happened with that is Mixer did dumb, pretty much, and they just paid for 2 big streamers instead of trying to pay for a bunch of smaller streamers to like diversify the platform a bit. So they only had
Mhm.
Shroud and Ninja and gave them each like $10 to $30 million.
Yeah.
So they're the winners of Mixer pretty much because they got all that money, only had to
Mhm.
stream on Mixer for a year, and then
Yeah.
they were freed of their contracts.
Winners of Mixer. Crazy. When did that happen?
A while ago.
Really? Okay.
A couple months
It's
ago,
been
right?
It's been like a good 5-ish months, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, give or take.
Basically, Microsoft knew to throw in the towel because when quarantine first hit, Twitch gained what, it was like 10 times the viewership than normal. YouTube Gaming gained like 5 times the viewership than normal, right? In Mixer, even Facebook Gaming had an increase, right? But Mixer still had the same amount of viewership when quarantine hit.
Oh my word, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
So they just kind of thrown out the towel after that.
Because the people there were only there for the 2 big streamers, weren't they?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember watching a clip of when like Ninja was still streaming for Mixer, and he made a comment that he only has like around 500 viewers majority of the time, if even. And I feel like the reason why Mixer is so pretty bad with getting viewers is just how the platform works. Or there was so many issues with Mixer. I hated being on Mixer so much because it felt so glitchy or unpolished majority of the time.
I don't know. I didn't mind Mixer. I liked the different integration stuff that they had for streamers.
I did
to
too.
use.
That was pretty cool. But I feel like just in general, everything was too underpolished. And
Yeah. I mean,
buggy.
Twitch is moving towards it now, where they're adding integration features. Like, eventually, I'm sure channel points will be better than the Mixer electric bolt thingies, whatever they were.
yeah.
Yeah, but Mixer did pioneer the channel point thing.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was new because I just recently started on Twitch when Charity Stream came around,
Mhm.
and I think channel points were already a thing.
Were they a thing back in March?
I don't know.
They must.
We wouldn't have
No.
had them yet because you have to be affiliate to have channel points.
Yeah, but they were a thing,
I-
right?
I
They've
think
been a
they
thing
were. I think they were under like certain people had access to it as a
Mhm.
test thing. I don't think it was pushed out to everyone yet.
There's one big thing with Mixer that I am really gonna miss. Actually, 2 big things, right? Because I didn't use it that often, but I miss the game integrations, right? There was like a game called Darwin Project where if you were streaming, the audience could, it was like a battle royale that was split into 9 different sections, and like the audience could vote on which section is closing next and things like that. That kind of integration of streaming platform to game I'm gonna miss. The other one was the automated system they had, which was really cool, where it would look through people's streams and be able to tell if they were about to win a game. and they had one big main channel that would switch between streams based off of if you were about to win a game.
That's cool.
It was like the hype something or hype zone or
The
something
hype
like that.
zone, yeah.
Which that's really cool. Like you can see smaller streamers basically like that and like try and grow your platform with that, right? It just says, oh, you're about to do an epic gamer moment.
I would really enjoy watching that. A zone of hype.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to see, like, if not Twitch themselves, like someone make their own channel that does that all like through a bot or something like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. Also, I think Hyperscape sort of yoinked that concept of the game you talked about before, that use Mixer. Hyperscape does that. They have like one of the integration like app things you can put on your stream, and it will sort of link it to the game you're playing in.
Okay.
Yeah, you can control like current power-ups that are happening across the server, and then I'm pretty sure zone sections as well.
Is that the game EJ and McKay are usually playing, where Twitch chat will type in something like a weapon they want the character to have?
No, that's a different game. That's
okay.
Twitch Dungeon or something like that. I don't know what that one is. I know what you're talking about, though. Hyperscape is another Battle Royale game. Is it doing good, or did it kind of flop?
I think it kind of flopped. I knew it like blew up for like a little bit, but it didn't really have much going for it.
Well, because they kind of paid a bunch of streamers, but after the streamers took the money, you know, for the one stream, I don't think anyone really played it after that. And that was the issue.
There's some pretty recent videos on the game, but not a lot. Maybe that's just by recommendations being like this.
Because like a game like Valorant paid people to stream it, but even after the pay period was up, people still played it. And that's a luxury that Hyperscape, I don't think, kept.
Yeah. Oh, it was by Ubisoft. That's what it was.
Ubisoft made Hyperspace?
Yeah, the Hyperscape.
Oh, okay.
That's the other thing, too. People don't like Uplay.
Yeah, Uplay is annoying.
Just a bunch of gamers talking about gamer things.
You rearranging some papers over there, Kat?
Oh, I'm actually stacking rocks. I'm making some Karens, however you say it.
Some Karens?
Yeah, some Karens. I'm making some Karens.
Will they ask for
Am I saying it right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's stacks of rocks. Someone who knows this, Hawk, do you know what Karens are? Karens?
The rock stacks?
Yeah. Am I saying it right?
I honestly could not recall the name. I know how to spell it, I think. Wait.
Yeah, Carines?
No, Cairn, if I had to guess.
Okay.
I'm sure I can look it up.
Are hard for me to do because my hands shake a lot, but and I've been trying not to let them fall. I made one out of dice the first time I played D&D, so I would stack them up, and I think it was probably with Hawk. I was with Hawk's people, and they would just knock it over, and I would be like, no, the stack I spent so long trying to make, and now I'm doing that with gem colored rocks.
I think that's a good place to end, unless anyone else had something else.
Wait, question: has it been an hour?
Yes, it has.
No, it has not.
I don't think it has.
It has been
because
57 minutes.
Yeah,
I am going to be cutting out about 15 minutes of footage. So
what?
Yeah, so we need at least
another
30 more minutes of.
Yeah, we need some buffer.
Like,
sorry,
what's your next
Green
topic,
Cat.
Green Cat?
Yeah, bring us another topic. You're always trying to make us end so early. We even
I don't know. When we first discussed this, you're like half an hour to an hour.
Yeah, but then I realized podcasts should be an hour long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, half an hour to an hour of actual content, like
yeah.
You gotta go beyond that pre-editing. Now I understand that you don't really edit your videos, Green Cat, but
what
some of us put a lot of effort in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's almost like saying something nice.
What? Hold on a second. That's not saying something nice. That's insulting me directly. I've been uploading consistently every Saturday for 2 weeks now.
Whoa. The majority opinion in the call seems
Two
that it was a
weeks.
compliment. So
Is it a compliment, Donisi?
Yeah, I'll say it's a compliment.
yeah,
Oh, really?
75% of people think it's a compliment.
And only 9 out of 10 doctors would agree. So that's
Well,
actually
it's-
better odds.
It's only because they couldn't reach the 10th doctor.
Oh, okay.
He died during testing.
Do y'all think the 9 out of 10 doctors thing is just something they made up? Or what is that?
No, so what they do is they ask 20 doctors and then pick their favorite 10.
Oh, I see.
Well, they can't have all 10 out of 10 because they could be liable for stuff if it doesn't work.
Yeah, it'd be too sus.
That's why all the bottles say 99.9% effective for disinfecting and all that.
There's one doctor among us.
There is one dentist among us.
Oh.
So you know what the YouTube channel Jubilee, right? Are they the people who do the imposter game show?
Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Where they're like,
Where it's like, it's like
one of these guys
6
is not a gamer. Which one's
Yeah,
not the
like-
gamer?
Oh, yeah.
I love those so much. They're so good. And it's like they predicted Among Us long before it ever occurred.
That's not necessarily true.
What do you mean?
When did the Jubilee thing start?
Among Us has been around a while.
Years ago.
Because Among Us has been out for 2 years and didn't blow up till just recently.
So Among Us was June 15, 2018. And if I go to Jubilee and I look for the first one of these.
But I mean, it's not a unique concept of there being.
It's not.
you
But
know,
I love it. It's such a good show.
Gary's Mod Trouble in Terrace Town will beg to differ. You know.
Trouble in Among Us Town.
Yeah, are you able to tell who the imposter is when you watch them?
It depends on the episode.
Yeah, I figured they would tell you in some of them up front.
They don't. You have to try.
they don't.
Well, I think very early on they did, but they got rid of that because people like trying to guess who it is.
I like
Yeah.
the mystery.
Yeah, so you have to guess who it is. But also another piece though is sometimes it's like a visual thing, right? So they blindfold all the people. And so in those ones you can typically tell who it is.
Season is episode. Actually, it may have been after Among Us.
Really?
It was.
Snap.
It was after Among Us.
Whoa!
Whoa, they stole.
Among Us came
Wow,
first.
crazy.
Among Us
The
predicted
first
them.
episode was 6 Beyonce fans versus 1 secret hater. Big sad.
Donisi,
That
Yes.
sounds like clicky.
watch your
over there.
clicking.
Oh, I was trying to be super quiet.
What are you clicking on, Donisi?
Tell
Oh,
us. You have to
no,
share. Share with the class.
I got an important message. I can't talk about it. I was responding.
Is this about the secret command
Sounds
blocks
like-
things?
Sounds
Possibly.
like he's a Beyonce hater. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's the imposter.
Yeah, he's looking kind of sus. Red's looking kind of sus.
Listen, just because I'm the furry here, you don't need to out me like this.
We all are animals. There's a panda here. Hawk is a panda. It's kind of deceptive, his name. Donisi is a fox. Green cat is a cat, I presume. And I am a cat. Green cat, confirm or deny?
That's my spirit animal, yeah.
Okay. I went on Twitter today.
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's where
Yeah.
it all went wrong.
I I don't usually go on Twitter, but I was on Twitter because you were not here and I was looking at things. And I saw that Stu has decided to make a podcast. Can you believe this? He's making a podcast because he now knows, quote unquote, how to work it. And the reason now he knows how to work it is because he was on our podcast and also he used the site
Well,
to
no,
upload. this
I think it's
podcast.
because he didn't know that Anchor was a thing.
Mhm.
Because I think he didn't see the point in doing a podcast if it wasn't on like Spotify and whatnot.
So speaking of Stuart,
Okay.
just to move us to our next topic on the agenda, what's everybody's opinion of the EvoTech Twitch channel so far? How do you think it's going?
I think it's been going pretty all right, honestly.
I like it when Greencat streams.
You do?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anyone else does.
Aww!
Nah.
That's so
Yeah.
sad.
There's not much to see when Greencat streams, you know?
Thanks.
What does that mean?
For just criticizing my
mean?
dream and
I mean,
passions.
like, if you tune in this week to his time slot, there just won't be any Greencat content to see. I mean, it's just like...
Greencat content is great. I don't...
He's too busy sleeping in.
True. He shows up late. Yeah, man.
Then tries
At
to
least I
end
show
early.
up.
No, he always shows up, unlike Niner.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's kinda cool.
Y'all are very roasty toasty today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 'cause
well,
I keep getting
Greencat's a
caught.
marshmallow, so...
Oh.
Look, okay.
Did that soften the blow?
I don't ever know what to stream is the thing. Every time I go into it, I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do this week.
It's really easy, all right? So what you do is you pick a game, and then you play it.
I usually just go into just chatting, talk to the people, ask them what they want to play, or they want me to play, and then we play it.
You could also do is write a list and then use a random number generator to pick the game for you. Easy.
Yeah, but then you'll just click it until you get the game you want. So you might as well just pick the game up front.
No, he needs to use it's like the thing where you flip a coin to figure out. Your mind will decide in that moment which one you actually prefer. So you should do the random number generator.
So, Donisi and Greencat and Cat.
Okay.
The three of you, y'all, as they say.
Yeah, you will.
Vosotros. So anyway, we should all four of us just get in a call and do a 98-hour stream. What do you think?
98 hours?
Yes.
What
So
channel?
You must be present for the entire thing.
Tonight, we don't have a streamer on EvoTech, so I think
Yeah, we do.
that
Blue's
we
live
do.
right now.
Blue took over. Okay.
Yeah. He's
I was
been
gonna
live
say we might as well just start now, but if Blue's taking it,
Well, okay.
98 hours.
What does present mean?
You have
asleep
to be...
but on camera.
No, you must be present, not... I mean, okay, fine. Greencat can be asleep on camera, that's fine. That's all that he ever does anyway. But, and we'll get Niner, we'll just have Niner's face, on the screen, but we won't have any Niner audio, because he doesn't talk. So it'll be exactly the same. No one will know the
What do you
difference.
mean all I do is sleep?
We'll have, we'll just have, a soundboard with Donisi sound bites, and it'll be like,
It'll be like, Apple.
I'm a furry. Apple. You want to see a fox? And then for Cat, we'll just have giggling. We'll have a button on the soundboard that's just like,
It's like a laugh track.
yeah, exactly.
That's accurate. That's scarily accurate. What about you, Hawk? What are you?
No, I'm the streamer. I'm actually there.
Oh, okay.
I'll do
Why
a
can't I
98-hour
actually be
stream.
there? I'm willing to actually just exist there, and we'll see if y'all can make me laugh.
For
Probably not.
98 hours.
Yeah, after the first 5 hours, I will stop laughing, most likely.
I don't remember what the number was that I came up with that I could actually feasibly do in college. Let's see. So it's...
I think you said 80, 89.
It was in the 80s, yeah. So it's 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 12, 84 hours.
Oh, I forgot about my alarm. Medicated bean time!
Whoa!
Drugs.
Drugs.
ASMR
Yes.
is happening.
Speaking of drugs, so anyway, 84-hour stream is possible.
On drugs?
No, without drugs.
Okay.
Think of how long I could go with drugs.
Hey,
Maybe I
is
should
somebody
start doing
clicky over there?
I was knocking over a Karen.
A Karen?
Yeah, I don't know how to say.
I want to
Rock
try
stacky.
it and do a 24-hour stream at some point, I think. I can't ever justify it, though, is the problem.
Sure you can. You just do it.
You just do it?
Mm-hmm.
It's no fun if you do it by yourself, I feel.
Sure it is. You just play games. 84 hours. So, if I forget, what was that? It's if I start at 8 a.m. on Friday and I go till 8 p.m. on Monday. What if I just went till 8 a.m. on Monday? So 72 hours. You guys want to join me for a 72-hour stream? Just give up your whole weekend.
Oh, actually, I did think of an interesting stream idea. 2 different ones. Do you know Phasmophobia?
Yes.
Yes.
One idea for a stream I had is to stream me just playing the basketball thing of it until I get to 69 420. All in one sitting.
For those of you listening who don't know what Phasmophobia is, it is a multiplayer horror type game. Am I right on that?
Yes, you hunt ghosts, and in the menu they have, so you can test like throwing stuff on the ground. They have a little basketball hoop it keeps track over, how many baskets you've made across all your times playing it.
Cool. So that's riveting content. What else?
I've thought about just like picking like a YouTube channel and or series and just watching all their videos live on stream.
Oh, we could do that with Stuart.
Ethos Lab. Oh, I would do it with Ethos Lab.
I've thought about doing it with David Dobrik because his stuff is 4 minutes 20 seconds for all of his vlogs. Right? And like that's a reasonable, I think I calculated it out and it'd be 48-hour stream-ish.
That's a while.
See, the problem is I've already watched all of Stuart's videos.
Dedication.
Times, most of them. So that's not dedication. I consume large amounts of content just at all times. I absorb it through my fingertips.
But part of the challenge, sir, is that you can't watch the videos on 2 times speed.
I think I've watched every single one of Stuart's videos in normal speed at least once. I think that is an accurate statement.
Why would you subject yourself to that?
Wow. How can you roast Stuart? He's not even here. We don't attack.
He's our competition. He's our competition for the podcast.
You know what? I'm starting my own podcast.
Yeah, well, apparently there's already another one that exists called EvoTech Underground that you're all already in.
What?
What?
And now you're pretending you don't know about it.
Don't know about what?
Anyway, so fine. I'll start my own podcast. I'll start my own D&D that has weekly uploads and is live streamed. I'm already basically every EvoTechnician in one, so
you can't giggle like I.
That's a good point.
Give me enough drugs. And we'll see about that.
Oh, you claim 2 in 1 with that. You take the Donisi medicated beans, plus...
Yeah. And they make me laugh. So actually, no, what I'll do is... I wonder if you could do this. Could you take pill capsules and then fill them with injections of laughing gas? And then, like mix some helium into your laughing gas so that you would get high and high at the same time.
I get what you're saying, both high pitched and high physically.
Yes.
I feel like that could happen.
I don't know.
But I feel like that could be dangerous.
So what you're saying is try it at home.
I'm so sorry, Grandma.
You have editing power. This doesn't have to stay in here.
I think it will.
Everything your grandmother hears is something you want her to hear.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I do have editing power. Y'all, my dad came in the other day.
Okay.
And he asked what Discord was.
It's what drug dealers use to set up deals.
He came in and he said, this like college age girl on the video game I'm playing with asked me what if I have a Discord. And then he compared it to a company type, a newer application that companies use. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Microsoft Teams, Slack.
Slack. Microsoft Teams sucks. My school uses it. Don't like it at all. Slack is better for companies. So he has used Slack before, and he thought Discord was just Slack, but for different companies. And Emily, my youngest sister, not my youngest child, she also uses Discord, and so he consulted both of us about it and has become almost a gamer in his late 50s.
Your dad's becoming a gamer.
I know. What if he finds out EvoTech exists? What happens then?
He becomes the new member, yeah.
No! Oh my word.
That'd be funny.
I wouldn't enjoy that.
We have a father quota in EvoTech, and it's currently lacking. So
Fair.
So unless like Stuart has a kid someday, you know, we might need to branch out.
We don't have any child quota?
No, we don't have a child quota. Why would we have a child quota?
I mean, y'all added me when I was 14.
I mean, define y'all. None of the three people here voted on you.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
This is such a weird topic.
What, child quotas? Look, Donisi, one day you're gonna have a pup, okay?
Oh.
My word.
You can call them pups, yeah.
I am the longest standing member of EvoTech in this call.
But not the tallest.
No, I'm one of the shortest. I am 5'2". Is anyone shorter than I? Maybe not. No.
I'm like 5'9", 5'10".
Everyone I've met Hawk, I've met Green, I've met Stick. Who else? EJ McKay. Is there anyone else who I've met? I am the only person I know for a fact who I know through the online is shorter than me is Green Cat's girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a cutie.
I know. That's why I wrote her.
That's why? Yeah, I should mention, she got me Chick-fil-A, so I'm a little biased.
She was and still is a cutie.
Wonderful.
I can compliment her all I want, and she will hear none of it.
No, you should just send her this clip of the podcast.
Now she's got to watch the whole thing on her own.
Find
it herself.
For the 3 cents you get per view, something like that, or 0.3.
Yeah.
Donisi, stop sending us distracting clips during the podcasting session. It's a really cute fox that has been sent to us.
Are you sending cringe during my
podcast? It's not cringe.
Excuse you, this is the Hawkcast, episode 1.
Yeah. Listen, you don't get to complain. You were late by an hour on the podcast.
One of the suggestion names for this podcast was the Pogcast. Pog, play of the game. Or as my church likes to say, people of God, because we have a section called Pog, and it is for the adults, and they do not know that Pog is also another thing. It is just the title of a series they're going through currently. The Pog series. It's a good time.
You know what? Pog University is pretty Pog.
That is true.
About Pog University.
Sure. So my new podcast that I'm going to be starting here soon is going to be in direct competition with the EvoTech Podcast, and it will be better. That's all I'm going to say for now. No further comment.
So Hawkminer, it seems like you're trying to copy Stuart. You're trying to mimic the Blore. Is that what's going on? Please tell me.
Everything I do is just what Stuart does, but better.
Really?
Except for the roleplay stuff, there's no way to improve upon that. He was at the peak of the roleplay content game, which is really at the bottom of the barrel. So.
Well, what about D&D? That's roleplay, right?
Ooh, coming at you.
That you aren't wrong, but I was really talking about his Minecraft roleplay content. But you are correct. He did a Paladins D&D in which I did some behind the scenes work for it. Really kept the whole thing together. I'd say. Really, I made the memes. I made the content. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
You keep saying that, and then you talk more.
Yeah, well, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, actually, so funny story. We were doing mock trial, right? So I refer to the newbies in mock trial as the ducklings because I don't know why. But anyway,
tell us what mock trial is first. Preface it with that.
Preface. Professor. Mock trial is a competition in which a bunch of kids, either in high school or college, dress up in suits or dresses and pretend to be either witnesses or lawyers, and then we yell at each other for 3 hours. That's all you really need to know. That's all I'm going to say about that. Funny story. The ducklings, we were training them, and we had one duckling, one newbie, who was playing a witness, and he was playing the defendant in this case. And the case is a mother-in-law poisoned the bride-to-be, and the bride-to-be dies. Oh. And the mother-in-law owns a winery. The poison was in wine. So he played the character with an Italian accent. He wasn't playing a mother-in-law. He was playing it as father-in-law because the genders can change. And he sounded like a member of the Italian mob. And every time he was asked a question on cross-examination during the practice, he would just ramble for a while, say something vaguely threatening, and then say, but that's all I'm going to say about that. And he came off as very guilty. So the last name of the bride-to-be is Petrio. Say things like, I never imagined my kid would marry a Petrio. But that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's so good.
And, he was like, if I was going to kill someone, it wouldn't be with poison. But that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, it was a good time. Reminded me a lot of Greencat.
Okay.
So,
why me?
I could see you as a member of the mob.
It is pretty
Italian.
Yeah. Green is actually Italian for the color blue.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
I eat lots of pizza.
That's what makes you Italian. You are what you eat.
That's not related at all. It's just a fact.
So are we gonna wrap up the podcast there?
Yes, Yes. If Green would like to do the honors.
No, I mean every time I try to end it, you guys say no. So.
No, we are requesting you end our suffering episode.
Yeah, since this is my podcast, I can say it's okay now.
Okay.
I joined first, so it's actually mine.
Thank you everyone for listening to the EvoTech Podcast, episode 4. We will see you next week with our guests, Gabby and Fisk.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Donisi. Thank you, Hawk.
No problem.